we're looking at the idea of point object. So point object, the basic funda is that an object is considered a point object if the distance it travels is way bigger than its size. For example, Earth. Do you think Earth is a point object? Right? Earth is not a point object for me and you. No way. But for Sun, for galaxy, okay, if this is Sun, Earth is, I mean, it won't be a scale, not even close to that. So it is just something like this. That's it. It's just a dot for Sun. For galaxy and all that, it's lesser than a dot. And the amount or the distance that Earth covers, the distance that Earth covers. With respect to that, we can consider that Earth is a dot. As simple as that. That's the concept actually. Nothing fancy over there. So we have a point object, right? An object is considered to be point if the distance it covers is much, much, much bigger than the object itself. One more practical example is, I think I do have, I'll continue with the examples. That will make more sense. Train. Wait, train doesn't have it over there. Not bad, right? Yeah. A train, if it just moves, say, a few meters, then the train is not a train. And if it movement is, say, 1 meter, I hope you understand how much is a 1 meter. Oh yeah, you guys are in, 11th grade. I just recorded 6th grade content, so I'm thoda in that mindset itself. So train, if it moves for 1 meter, then it is it a point object? Answer is no. If it just moves for 1 meter. Say it moves for thousands of kilometers. Then we can consider this as a point object. As simple as that, guys. Got it? That's it. So as a definition, if the position of an object changes by a distance much, much greater than its own size, in a reasonable duration of time, that is, when the object may be regarded as a point object. So note, position in one dimension need not use unit vector to indicate the coordinate. Okay, you should know by now. What is unit vector? I'll just recap that. What is unit vector? It comes under vector topic. If you're not done, please go back. I'm not going to explain. I'm just trying to revise. So these are your unit vectors, remember? So we will not use unit vector over here. We'll just talk that -5 plus 3, right, with origin as a reference. So that is something that you have to keep in mind. Again, you can use unit vectors, but you need not because it's just one dimension motion. Okay, so now pause and please answer this question. In which of the following example the motion can example of motion can the object be considered approximately as a point object? Okay, and the answer over here is yeah. So you can pause and have a look again. I'll show you the question. You can pause over here. Answer is over here. So you can pause and read the question. And this is the answer. Right. So we just saw the funda of point object. An object can be just considered as a point even though it's huge. For us, it's huge. Earth, train, car. But we can consider it as a point object provided the distance it covers in a reasonable duration is much, much greater than its own size. For us, one more example is ant. Ant moving across the room is a big deal. For us, it might not be. But for ant, it's a big deal. So we can consider the ant to be a point object. And throughout this discussion, we can use unit vectors honestly, but we are not going to. That's one thing. And we had a question, and this is the answer. So if you want to pause and have a look, please do so.